Hey everyone, LP here, and I wanted to talk to you briefly about what is going on with the bad people that are coming, that are doing bad things that I can't really talk about for the first minute of this video, because if I do, then the YouTubes will shut it down. So, while we're waiting to get into that 1-minute interview where the algorithms don't mess with anything, we're going to talk briefly about Prep Stock. Prep Stock 2024, it's going in Nebo, North Carolina. October 12th through the 13th. We're actually going to be doing a gathering. I still got to call these people. Friday night. We've got to figure out where that's going to happen. It's going to be pretty awesome, for lack of better words. We have lots of gifts to give away, and don't make that the reason that you show up. The reason that you show up should be because you want to hang out with preparedness-minded individuals who actually think and talk and act the way you do. It's also not bad if you're trying to camp. There's lots of camping sites still available. There's also lots of hotels in the area, so it's not a big deal. And yeah, there's some good food in there too. Hopefully we'll be doing the hamburgers and hot dogs. We will definitely be doing the coffee, that is for sure. People are going to want lots of coffee. That time of year, things tend to get a little chilly, but they're saying this winter is going to be even more chilly. All right, so we've made it past that 1-minute mark in the video, and what I wanted to talk to you about was, or should I say is, the problems that are showing their ugly little heads that everybody ignored with the people that have been allowed to enter our country, and how they are bringing their cultures here and acting in a way that is not part of our culture. And so one of the things that used to be, we used to require aliens or immigrants to conform to the American culture. You know, you would think that they would want to be, I mean, in their minds, they've got to be thinking very commonsensically that the Americans are a certain way because they act a certain way and they do things a certain way, and then in turn they're rewarded a certain way so that they can have the things that we want. So thus, you know, we have to act like them. We have to become Americans. We have to become proud of our country. We have to do all those things, but that's not what's happening. What's happening is that we've got, you know, we've got the two situations with the apartment complex is trying to be taken over by what people believe to be a cartel. I'm not exactly sure, but they're organized and they're armed. You know, I actually got into a pissing contest with the girls, or with the girlfriend at lunch today, about why the police haven't done anything about this. Now, I have not checked, so as of the time of this video, I'm not aware that the police have done anything about it. I know that the FBI were consulted about it, and they said, well, you guys need to do something because this is not a federal issue. Now, if you have illegal aliens or immigrants that are armed, well, I don't know if the Second Amendment actually protects their right to do that, since they're not citizens. I'm not exactly sure. I'm really not up on my immigration law. But I am up on, you know, I take a heavy dose of common sense every day, and common sense says that if you have a group of people, you know, and a cop rolls up on them and draws and says, drop your weapon, like any cop would, and they engage, well, or they even slightly move, things happen. You know, there's protocols that they can use. They can literally just gang up on the gang members. This is not rocket science. Why aren't they fixing this problem? Why have they not gone in? Oh, we're gonna wait till nighttime when we can be sneaky, and they'll be asleep and scared, and there's less chance of this, that, and the other thing. No. How about grab your nutsack, American police officers, and do something about this? You know they're there. Do something about it. And then I read, then I stop for a little while because I've been driving around, and I read about how a couple of buses, how these illegal aliens, oh, we're just gonna try and take these school buses full of children. Now, you know, sometimes I wonder if, like, I'm ranting about things that like have come and gone. Like, I don't have all the facts, but I would blame the American mainstream media for not giving us the facts and making us feel this way. Now, you know, something's got to change. Something's got to change, and it's got to change soon, because between the elections and the government itself just right on the edge of being tyrannical, the people that are supposed to be making good decisions are not doing that. And it might be time for some stuff to happen that no one wants to happen. No one wants to happen. You know, once again, I'll remind everybody that, you know, we started a revolution over a 15% tax on a beverage. Yeah. And clearly there was more to it than that, but that was the straw that broke the camel's back. But we are just sitting around and allowing things to happen. Everybody's just so docile and content with their happiness, with their, hey, I found a great deal on 5 pounds of M&Ms for only $14. I mean, it sounds stupid, but I mean, come on. Shouldn't you be thinking about better things? Today I bought a sleeping bag that was on sale at Camping World, a 25-degree sleeping bag for $19.95. And yeah, it's heavy, but you know what? It's great for car camping. But I went out and I found that deal because I know it's going to benefit me down the road. I picked up a little hand compass that's halfway decent one, and because why not have another one? And I think that is going to, let's wrap this straight back to prep stock. Guys, the people that are going to be there, they're going to be looking for information, but they're going to be looking for community. And that's what I think we need to do more than anything else. I think that every neighbor needs to have a freaking UV5R and a freaking, some way of projecting their own defense. I'm going to say those words lightly, obviously. But, and then they need to have a way to come together so that somebody doesn't mess around on their block. And I'm, I don't know. I think at this point I'm just rambling on. I was just going to do a members video, but I decided that this was more important and that everybody needed to see this kind of stuff. Here's what I'm going to ask you to do. I'm not asking you to be part of the channel or anything. I'm going to ask you to give it a thumbs up. And why? Because it helps get the word out, okay? And then I'm going to ask you to share this video with somebody. Share it somehow. Share it on Facebook. Share it on X. Share it someplace so that we can get the word out. And then I'll take the brunt when everybody's like, well, you're crazy. You're just a crazy old boomer, And I'll take the brunt of that. Don't worry about that. Just share it out there, and let's see if we can wake a few of these people up so that they understand that their world is so bad that it's going to get worse rapidly if we don't do something about this. Because if the police don't do something about the apartment situation that I just discussed, then the other bad guys are going to figure out, hey, we can do it too. They're testing the waters. So I'm going to leave it right there. Stay safe, have a great day, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye-bye.